Welcome back to my channel. I'm Nana, and this week I'm going to tell you about the time I went to Niagara Falls. The Niagara Falls was very relaxing, but very boring. And ASMR videos are very relaxing, but also very boring. So I decided to mix the two together. Okay, let's get ready to relax. I went on an overnight trip to Niagara Falls, courtesy of Empire Tours. Wait, not courtesy, I paid for it myself, but that's who I went with. I was on a trip with a bunch of international people. There were French people, German people, and there was even an Australian family. They all had sexy accents, even the kids. We took a charter bus from Times Square at 7 in the morning. We drove for about 7 hours, making bathroom trips and eating trips along the way. The driver was so nice and the tour guide was so knowledgeable and funny and approachable. So they sat me next to this lady. Ding, this is my seat buddy. I asked her to look out because the charging ports are like underneath the seats. I asked her, hey, is it okay if I charge my phone? And she was like, oh yeah, sure, go ahead. This ducking witch unplugs my charger when she thinks I'm asleep. Anyway, included in the trip price was a scenic drive, so we constantly drove off the freeway and through communities in upstate New York. We learned about the Finger Lakes and the Great Lakes. Now there are some parts of upstate that were looking just rough. It looked like The Walking Dead up there. I mean, the tour guide said Manhattan is only like 1% of New York, but if the rest of the state looks like this, then I don't mind staying my ass in the city. As we drove more though, we started to see like nicer looking bougie areas, and then we saw like a waterfall that is in Niagara Falls, but we saw like a cute little waterfall in the middle of a town. It was very cute. So we finally get to the American side of Niagara Falls around 4 p.m. And then we drop off the people without their passports so they could do whatever they wanted to at their American hotel. Unluckily, my seat buddy had a passport, so she came with us to the Canadian side too. We drive over the Rainbow Bridge, which looks nothing like the Rainbow Bridge in Mario Kart or the Rainbow Bridge in Thor. It's actually just a bridge that leads you to Canadian customs. I was very disappointed. After all our passports were checked, we saw the Canadian side of the falls, which was so much better. After we saw the falls, they dropped us off at the hotel. I had a huge room with 2 beds. It was pretty dope. And then they let us go for the night. I went to the Skylon Tower,
Going on the top of this tower to see if I can get cell service.
which is a really high observation tower that gives you like 360 views of the whole city of Ontario. And I got to see the falls from the tower, which were lit up in blood red. The next day was the highlight of the trip. We got free breakfast and then went to the Maid of the Mist ride, which is a boat ride that takes you right up to the bottom of Niagara Falls, so all the mist like falls on your face. It's pretty exciting and really thrilling and very wet, and surprisingly the water does not taste salty, so you could technically do the whole ride like this. some of